go.
We got the Rogers Royals out here. I think that's what they are. Hopkins Royals. Rogers Royals also. Everybody thinks they're a Royal these days.
Even Lord. She started it.
Yep. Lord with an E at the end. She's a musician for ladies and gentlemen at home. She's got a CD called Royals. So here we are. I mean, we're a little bit early. You might not be tuned in quite yet. You might be hopping into this broadcast. If you're watching this afternoon or maybe in the evening and not watching it live, you can go ahead and probably fast forward 10 minutes into the video here. You don't need to listen to this whole warm-up happening. But we're going to fill the void for you because, I mean, Rogers was out here hanging over the bench 10 minutes ago waiting to get onto the rink. I mean, they're doing a full warm-up, and there hasn't been an out of anything.
Nothing out of Lucarelli.
It's not 9:15.
Waiting for the old buzz from Lucarelli.
Lucarelli going ahead, and he's going to be working the time clock again.
Yep.
Always a risky proposition.
Surgical. It's done with surgical precision, though.
Surgical precision. This broadcast brought to you by Stryker Medical. Devices and tools. Hey. Find us at the kiosk at the... Oh, we got Barrow here. What's up, Bear? He's got his Savannah banana pajamas on. Oh, I see a little girl named Sawyer Roberg popping up here, and Fritz. She came up here to ask me for $1.
Me too.
You too?
Yeah.
Or 50 cents.
Or 50 cents?
Me too.
All right, here we go.
Oh, thanks.
It's a buck. Hey, let's give 50 cents to Fritz. There you go, buddy.
Hey, let's go.
All right, here we are. I'm $2.25 into a Cherry Coke, 50 cents into my son Fritz, and $1 to Sawyer. You add it up. We're getting close to $5. And here come your Mirage. Working themselves into a frenzy. Coming off of a bit of a disappointer last night, would you say?
Yeah. Yep. Floodgates opened on him last night.
I mean, we just kind of dominated Hibbing last night, if you didn't watch. We're out shooting them. I watched it over again last night. I think I stopped with about 10 minutes left in the game because I kind of knew where we were going.
Yep.
With like 12 minutes left in the game, we were out shooting them 35-12.
And it was still a 1-0 game at that.
It was
point.
1-0 with 12 minutes left in the game.
Yep.
We ended up getting another 5 shots in the next 12 minutes, and they got like another 6 and scored 5 or something.
Yep.
A couple of point-blank breakaway opportunities. We got an empty netter that was mixed into that.
A little defensive breakdown.
Couple of breakdowns. A couple times where, you're trying to get a goal back, so you got some strong defenders that make a rush, and then all of a sudden you got some flat-footed defenders that are forwards that are kind of trying to cover for them.
Trying to run the umbrella. Trying to run the umbrella on the power play. Getting back into the play. Just watching pucks, not taking bodies.
Yeah.
Kind of easy to do. Things to work on. Things to grow from.
We got one viewer with us right now. Just so you know, if you're watching right now, you're the only viewer. That'll go up to 2 or 3 for sure here in the next couple of minutes. Got a packed stands here today. About 15 people from Rogers. Got more coaches than fans, I think, at this point. People are probably grabbing a coffee. We got a nice northern Minnesota carved wood art fair going on in the community center. I stood in the doorway for 2 minutes waiting for somebody to invite me in. They didn't, so I just kind of stood there for another 2 minutes, tried to get the courage to go in all by myself. I saw that they had a bunch of paper bags next to some artifacts, and I thought this may be some type of a silent auction where you drop in your ticket and you buy tickets. You know what I'm talking about. We're working a 2-on-1 down here. They're doing a 2-on-1 drill for Rogers. Looks pretty well put together. She's going to be offsides. Nope. Yep. We're doing what we call, I think it's an Olympic passing drill down here. The object is you throw that puck down, you get the puck moving around, you got to get deep, get yourself a breakout pass, then these guys are tapping it around a little bit, then they hit you coming down the middle, you got to score a goal. Finley understood the assignment there.
It'll be interesting to see what kind of jump they have this morning. I'd say pretty consistently last year we were a much better morning team than a night team.
Yeah,
Not sure if that translates into this year, but already starting off with a 6 a.m. practice under the belt, so.
Maybe we are a morning team. You could be right about that, Adam.
Yep. It was actually noticeable last year how much better they were in the morning.
Well, it's crazy. The sun goes down at 4 o'clock. You got a game at 7:15. It's been pitch black for 3 hours. You got to try to come in, get yourself ready. I'll tell you, I didn't play a ton of games in college, but I did get a chance to play against Alaska Anchorage a couple of times up there where it was January. The sun was up from about 10:45 until 12:15 in the afternoon. And we'd get on the bus at 5 o'clock, head to the rink, and everybody did smelling salts. I mean, like
really?
we were sniffing salts, trying to get our eyes to open up because, you're just tired. When it's dark outside, you get tired. I'm looking outside right now, and I see sunshine coming into the building, so maybe this is going to be our morning against the Rogers Royals. They were wearing some god-awful football practice jerseys yesterday in their game, but they got some brand-new blue tarps on today. Looking real sharp. We got our new tarps on. If it was a fashion show, I'd say we got about a tie going, but it's not a fashion show. It's a hockey game. We got 30 seconds left in warm-up, so we're ready to rock and roll. Hey, if they're going to play Motley Crue, Kickstart My Heart, I'm here for it.
You're right there with them. Grab your phone. No browsing.
What do we got now? We got 8 viewers on board. Just in time for the buzzer. Grandma Connie tuning in. I think we got Daryl and Bonnie from Barker's Island, Piper's grandparents. Feel free to shout us out in the comments. Grandma Connie, where's she coming to us from? Iron River? Fairmont.
Yep.
I remember we had somebody in Iron River when we were at our last tournament somebody's grandma was down there.
Yeah. I don't remember who.
You remember what I'm talking about, though?
Yeah.
I'm not lying.
No, you're not lying.
All right, here we go.
The signal's getting beamed all around the world, Chad.
Hey, once it's on YouTube, it lives forever. I do my best to make sure I can still run for Senate someday with some of the things I end up saying here. This stuff will come back to bite you. We're trying to be entertaining. We're trying to be educational. Hey, man, sometimes you got to be a little bit critical, but we also prop them up when they're doing great things. That's what it's about. We're here to learn. Maybe we got some kids watching this with their parents after the game, and they're trying to figure out what went right, what went wrong, what we can work on. Here we got a face-off. Suvi's getting in there.
Everly moved up to wing.
Everly's moved up to wing. All right, here we go. We're cutting through. Suvi with a chance right out of the gate, shoots it towards the net. Chipped it in. Everly's coming after it. Back to Finley. Finley D to D. Slap bomb by Sienna. We're going to have to get up. All right, we're up. Coming through the neutrals. Ev picks it up, throws it back again. Finley wearing number 11. Sienna throws it up the wall to Mariah. They're tip-tapping it around us, coming on a 2-on-3. Frozen. Suvi thinking about fighting her here. Number 32. don't see a lot of 32. You see the 33 on a goalie. You see a 31 on a goalie.
Rogers' goalie last night wearing 111.
111 was being worn. Yeah, that was a terrible practice jersey that she was wearing. Piper going up to the D here. Little skate deflection, brought that towards the net. They're just whipping it through our slot, or the house as the girls call it. They don't call it the slot. They call it the house. All right, off a shin pad. That's all right. Bouncing towards our net. Covered by Gray. Paddle down. No harm, no foul. 13:55 remaining in the first period. Let's see what kind of jump we have out of our wings if we lose the draw here. So our right wing's going to need to come through on 97 here. Right here to 97. Off a shin pad. There we go. Hey. If you say it, they will do it. All right, taps it out. Over to Pipey. Kind of flat-footed there. There we go. Chip it out. Get it out. Make a play. Get that blue line. There we go. Got it past the blue line. And still battling. There we go. There we go. Riley and Piper going after it. Riley gets it. Piper's helping her. All right. There we go. We got two in the corner. I like that. Back to Bryn. Be ready for a rebound, ladies. Off of a jersey. We need that F1 in there. Battling hard. F2 helping. All right, that's getting out of the zone. We got to regroup, and we're going to get a line change. Couple of players coming. They're transitioning. D to D to us, maybe. Had a whole herd of people there doing a line change. All right, streaking through to Suvi, but they're spinning it around at us now. Good step up by Finley. We're looking wide. It was a nice try. Everly was over there. She looked the middle. Coming down the side now. Sienna flips it into the mitt.
Over the crossbar.
Sam's is saying something. I don't know if he's talking to his daughter or something there. He said again. I don't know if he was saying get your shot down and don't float it from the point and take a hard rip down low. Not sure. All right, so we got Brooklyn over there on the wall battling with Suvi. Mariah says, I'm going to come in here. She took 3 hard steps and then kind of coasted in. We're going to have to finish those strides and get in there and try to win the race. There she is. Coming after it now. Back to Sienna. Sienna unloads one. Little wrister. Suvi's going to come. There wasn't much traffic in front of the net for that shot. We're regrouping in the neutral zone. Trouble. Got a little breakaway and stuffed. There we go. Now let's get that thing out of town. Brooklyn. Finley. An uncharacteristic slip there by Sienna, one of our veteran players. We got a little bit of an icing. That's okay. We're going to use that as an opportunity to regroup, switch the troops, get some fresh legs out there. All right.
Don't yell often, but I'll yell for a block shot at the point.
Yeah, there you go. It was a good block shot. Now let's see what these wingers do if we lose the draw. All right. So taps it around Brooklyn there, or Bristol, and then walks it out of the corner. I mean, that's a grade A scoring opportunity right there. You take it from the corner to the front of the net. Good opportunity.
There's no by Gray.
Let's see if these wingers can get out here on a lost draw. Okay, coming out hard. There we go. There we go. That was offside. Yeah, if you're going to flip a backhand pass to your buddies, you should probably wait till you get inside the blue line first.
Excited.
Got to attack that blue line, get it inside of the zone.
Get in there.
Yep. All right, here we go. 22, Lucarelli taking the draw. Bristol to Bryn. Bryn's going to get it in deep. 4 checkers are missing. Here comes Lucarelli. Ev playing F2. Riley gets spun around a little bit, and they're coming back our way. Good interception by Bristol as they throw it in deep into our end. Bryn's going to get it. She's going to get her head up. She's going to think, do I skate or pass? She got a little bit held up there. Bristol's coming around. Chip that thing up the wall. All right. Coming through is Lucarelli. Gets it out of the zone, but they regroup quickly. Everly chips it up the wall. Somebody gets run over. It's kind of friendly fire, I think they call that in football. I don't know. I'm calling that one. She did get a lot of the stick. She got a lot of the stick, a lot of the puck, but when they go down, they go down.
Honestly, don't mind that trip. I'd
Yeah.
rather see that play happen.
Yeah, I mean you're going aggressively into a player there. You're going to take a swing at their stick. She got a little bit into the leg, but wasn't the strongest stander either. She was a little bit better on her feet. She might have been able to stay up there. All right, so we got Mariah. We're working it on the wall over here. We're killing now, remember, so we don't want to get too tangled up along the wall. It's okay. It's okay to let them deal with the puck in negative space back here where they're not going to hurt you. It's okay. It's okay. Stay spaced out. All right, there's one off the skate. Finley directs it into the corner. Mariah picks it up. She's going hard. Suvi chips it out of the zone. Her and Mariah putting together a nice little kill here. Some good aggression. Getting the puck on their sticks. Here comes Mariah now. Little flipperoo off the left knob of the goaltender. 38. Rogers coming around, gets a stick on it right there is Lucarelli. Sienna's looking for it. She throws it up the wall, but the winger... Oh, that's right, we're killing. Off of the neck. That's why we wear the War Road neck guard. This power play is brought to you by War Road Hockey Gear. Lucarelli takes it wide. She pulls up. It's a good stop. It's okay. Live to fight another day. You're killing a penalty. Cuts across. We got numbers back. It's all good. Everything looks clear. Everly's going to be on the rink here in 2 seconds. And we're even strength. She hops out, intercepts it right onto her stick, actually. She throws it in deep. Thinking about line change. Looks like we got Suvi and Piper coming out here. Oh boy, we got a couple of nifty stick moves here. She can stick handle. Bristol pokes it free. Bryn, Piper, Suvi coming up the rink. They chip it behind us. Suvi goes and regroups and covers for Bryn. D to D. Tries to get it to Pipe. Goes past her stick. They're waving it off. All right, we got a new set of rules tonight. We're waving them off sometimes. All right. You got F1, F2 down there. Suvi's going after it. Piper's going to be the F2, trying to pick up the mess here. Finley chips it. Piper and Suvi are coming up the rink. Sienna spins it around. She's going to have a lot of rink in front of her to see where to go next. Gets offside there. She gets it out of the zone, offside.
That puck was moving a little slower. That would have been a quick break opportunity there.
Yeah, right. All right. 0-0, 8:09 left in the first period. I think we've lost nearly every draw. We're going to have to work on that. Maybe break out some centers afterwards. Do some practices with some of those things. Some quick draws. Finley battling in the corner. Finley's going to go over there. We got the other D. Sienna's going to go in there and help. They chip it out of their own zone. This is going to end up on net here. We got chasers coming. Riley Tallarico just absolutely ice dusted the goalie.
Riley, I didn't get there.
That'll get you fought in college, especially juniors. You go ice dust somebody like that, they're going to take off their helmet and put it at center ice, and they're going to ask you to go put up your dukes like the goat in the Adam Sandler CD. All right, we're on the wall here. Lucarelli. Bryn with an opportunity, gets it to the middle. Nice wrister upstairs, and that's a goal. It's a good snapper. Hey, anything on net is a good shot. That was a hard shot, found a corner. A little bit snake bit last night. We had a lot of those opportunities that we weren't able to capitalize on. And that was Bryn's first opportunity to tee one up from the point, and she made it count. So 1-0 Mirage here with 7:27 left in the first period. Barrow's super excited.
Did you burn all 10 of your dollars on that machine? That is a terrible idea.
Uh-oh, here we go. Brooklyn with a little stick handling through of the triangle there. Now we got, great stick by Bristol there to keep them from being on probably a lone rush. Got a correction to make here. Barrow's not wearing Savannah banana pajamas. He's actually wearing Pikachu's. Brooklyn up the wall, getting it into the neutral zone. She's chasing them. Got to cause a little havoc. Maybe they'll ice it. And they do.
Nice to see Bryn get hardwood on a shot.
Absolutely.
A lot of flutters yesterday.
You know, kudos to Brooklyn there on the neutral zone. Maybe you're going to be 15 feet away from somebody and you're not going to actually be able to track them down. But if you show them that you're coming, they have to maybe make a pass a little sooner than they want to. They ice the puck, and now we're down in their end with a scoring opportunity here. We win the draw there. We got Suvi going in here, F1. No surprise. She's a grinder. Throws it in low. Everly, next time we could be close there and maybe get a chance to get a stick on that thing. Good tip drill area.
Finley playing on her offhand, playing D, that's always a tough pass for her.
Oh, yeah. Finley over there playing left D as a right-hander. It's got its advantages when you come. Oh, here we go, out in front of the net. Nice kind of no-look pass there by Suv out to Ev. We got some back checking happening here. Finley knows what's up. She does a nice job of marking the player that's not with the puck. You don't see these kids a lot of times kind of get a stick as somebody that's away from the play. Finley did a good job of taking away the options for that Rogers player as we were coming into the zone. She had to try to take it herself. Everly going into the corner, lifts a stick, body position, trying to escape move, but it's hard to escape three people. We're doing a line change. Nora separates her from the puck, but right onto her buddy's stick. We got a lot of people retreating and nobody attacking there. Everly goes up there. We got a skate on it. Bristol, she's up the rink, tries to tap it around her. Not quite the geometry that we needed there with the angle, but here we go. A nice pass wide to Riley. She chips it in. Her and Piper coming down here. Piper, use your speed. Lift a stick. Start fighting. Body check. All right. Need to be a hammerhead shark to see that if you're watching the puck going in the corner.
Yeah, it's up the here.
All right, we got body contact. Madison wearing 32. All right, we got the unit out here. Lucarelli, Piper in there. Let's get to it. 2 on the puck. All right, throw it in the corner. That's you, Pipe. Help her. 2 on the puck. Finley with a nice pinch. She gets past her skates, but she slowed it down enough for help to come. Now we throw it in, but that's a little bit of a turnover here on the penalty kill, or on the power play. Skate. We got some coming into our zone here. All right, let's regroup. Chops it behind our net. A minute left in this power play. All right, back behind the net for Finley. Let's get some speed moving. Nobody wants to pass it to somebody that's just standing. So let's get our feet moving in the neutral zone. Uh-oh. Piper got out-muscled by a larger player there. Back to it, though. Here we go. Chipping into the neutral. 10, looking to get it up the rink. 30 seconds left in the power play. Oh, we need my face for the face ID.
Got it.
Trying to keep track of shots here. All right. Suvi's being strong on her stick. We can get 2 on that puck. It's okay. It's okay. We can outnumber them when we're on the power play here. All right, there we go. Cut to the middle. Oh, a little bit. You got time there. All right, even strength. Bryn says, I got one, I want another. Off the face. Uh-oh, she gets boarded from behind. I don't know how you don't call that one. Seems pretty surprising. Pretty garbage, actually. All right, behind the net. Here we go. We got a chance to chip it out of the zone. We're going for a line change. We got to get back, though. We got to get back and start grabbing some sticks. Let's start marking sticks here. Get a stick. There we go. We're spinning around. We look like we're a little bit panic mode, but here I think Lucarelli is going to calm us down. Getting it down the rink, take it wide. She goes wide. Let's see if Ev can find a void there where maybe she can get a rebound. Going for Ev, and it's in the back of the net. Nora ends up finding that rebound, pulls it out. Mirage take a 2-0 lead here. You know, we survived a little bit of a flurry down there by our net. Gray held strong. We were able to get it away from the blue paint into the corners. You can't get scored on from the corners, so you can't panic. You got to just regroup and try to get that thing out of your end. Nice play there. Here we go. Riley's coming in. Riley with Ev on the wing. Quick offside there. We're not going to count that as a shot on goal, although it was. All right, here we go. Lucarelli taking the draw. Gets it back. Sienna, D to D to Finley. Okay, loses it to Ev. Ev gets an almost stick on it. We're going to have to regroup, get ourselves on. Okay, here we go. Sienna chips it in. Sienna being aggressive. Riley was covering for her. Riley's got to go. Puts a little shoulder into her. Okay. All right, Sienna throws an elbow in there at her. Says, all right. Trying to find a seam for that D to D pass and couldn't quite find it there. We're going up the wall to Everly. Everly throws it in. This might be an opportunity to get a line change, and it is. We got one streaker here. It looks like we got Suvi coming in trying to cause problems. 1-on-5. She is able to disrupt a little bit. Throws it down into our end, and we're going to take an icing there. Feels like it's been a long period. 1 minute and 19 seconds left in this first period. Mirage a 2-0 lead. I think we got Mrs. Sam's down there working the Kickstart My Heart song. We were able to use that for about the whole period. All right. Bristol jumps up. Piper, find a stick. Get a stick, Piper! Yeah, that was sticking with it there. That's good sticking with it. Coach is having a mini timeout here. Didn't love what happened on that last play. All right, here we go. I think he's not liking that maybe we're getting some D that are getting hungry for goals and maybe giving up some odd man opportunities where our forwards are having to cover for D there. You know, people slip, people fall. Bryn just does a retaliatory shoulder bomb on somebody there. Chips it out of our end. Move your feet, quick! Try to get Piper down there. I don't like these bleeding heart pucks that are getting down to the end of the. I mean, if they don't even touch the yellow paint down there on the dasher boards, then it's really hard to call it an icing. All right, we got a face-off here. Lucarelli looking to pull it back. Into the skates there, Sienna. Good spot by Riley. She's able to tap it off. Brooklyn doing a nice thing there that I've meant to draw up a couple of times. She's playing left wing, but she was able to cut across the rink and support that breakout. Well, I mean, if that last one made it, this one's got to make it too, right? I mean, look at this. That's just junk. Those are the worst. Those are the worst icings in the league. 2-1, 16 seconds left in the first period.
Dom up here saying that is an icing.
Yeah, that's people with unlimited ice time. That's how they call icings. It just sucks. It sucks both ways. I mean, that's just dumb. All right, here we go. Off the draw. Hey, we got to protect things here with 10 seconds left. We had a good period. We don't want to end up getting tied up here with 5 seconds left. 4, 3, eat it over there. That's a trip. That's going to be. We're going to go into the second period with a power play. That's tough. Not tough for us, but you don't. No coach wants to see that with 1 second left in the period.
Give it to you for your intermission break.
Give it to me for the intermission break.
You need it.
Probably been getting some birthday messages.
Is it your birthday?
It's my birthday today.
Happy birthday!
Congrats! I just sold 2 tickets on StubHub.
You wheeling and dealing more Taylor Swift tickets?
I think it was some $8 tickets for North Dakota basketball against the Gophs.
Oh, funny.
I'm gonna have to deliver those here.
Oh, man.
Look at that! Yeah, a couple birthdays.
Happy birthday, Chad.
Tell you what, hey, stronger team than we played against yesterday, but we're holding our own. We're capitalized on a couple opportunities. We're gonna have to be gritty around that net.
Yep.
If something's laying there, it doesn't happen all the time. You're not going to get 37 shots every game. Sometimes you're going to get 20, and 6 of them are going to be rebounds. And you're going to have to be in there hungry in that blue paint, come in with a pitchfork ready to start baling hay and swinging. And, you know, that's how you score goals. Jamie Sam's bringing to have this... have this tape. Oh, sorry, we got to get the scoreboard back to you. I'll have to deliver those StubHub tickets here. Yeah. All right, 15 minutes back on the clock. We got the long change now. If you remember, in the second period, you go the opposite direction. So if you get caught in your own end, it's a long ways to come for a line change.
Elbow off the draw.
Oh boy. Somehow we got an elbow off of a face-off here. She was jockeying for position. She kind of spun her body around there, pushed the... I mean, it looked like it was a clean... Hey, I'll call him as I see him. I don't think that's a penalty, but...
Could be a makeup call for...
Maybe a makeup call for that back behind, checking for behind that happened behind the net. But we're not here for makeup calls. We're just here to play a straight game. All right, well, how about 3 on the puck? Let's do 3 on the puck. All right, back to Bryn. She's going to walk it in. Uh-oh. Faking a shot and going around somebody here could be a play. Uh-oh. Let's regroup. Okay, Ev down below the goal line extended. She's going to have to swing back up here and get onside. We're looking wide. This is Bristol taking a rush. She weaves through there a little bit, actually. Chance for a rebound off the toe of the stick. With Riley's toe of the stick there. Bryn. Yep, right.
Ooh. Nice save.
Throws it into a little screened area. No rebound available.
Good job by that Rogers goalie, seeing through traffic there.
Yep, she ate it up. Somebody's going to have to stay out here. We got 5 players. All right, how are we doing? All right, Suvi. Oh, could have been a heck of an opportunity there to Sienna. Sienna's got time. D to D. Here we go. Walk it in. Walk it in.
Ooh, nice.
Nora could have taken about 10 more steps there and deked the goaltender. Get those feet moving. We got 5-on-3. A lot of space in front of you. All right, here we go. Up the wall. Sienna down to Suvi. Suvi. Oh, there we go. That's fighting for it right there.
Riley just picking that one up.
Riley with a strong play in front of the net. Gets her stick on the ice. Spins around. Backhander. Buries it. Tallarico for the third goal of the game. That's going to get 67 out of the box here. We're going to have 24 seconds left on the power play. All right. Still about 30 seconds of power play time, 20 seconds. Finley's going in there after it. Throws it up the wall. Corralled by Mariah. All right, are they going to step up? Nope. Taking it wide. All right, taps it up. Gets it onside. Nora digging. A little help. Sienna walks it in. Now here's the trouble. We got Finley back here all by herself. If somebody... Yep, so there's a chance for an odd person break here. Can we get some back checkers? All right, we covered it well, but that could have been a recipe for a goal against there by getting 4 people trapped in the zone there. All right, they're chipping it into our end. Sienna's going back after it, fishing it out. Finley's looking around in front of the net, being shadowed by Lucarelli. She really doesn't have anywhere to go with it at this point. She got to chip it off the wall. Okay. Right there, that might be Brooklyn's spot right there. There we go, and gloved by Gray. We're going to live to fight another day here. I think we're going to get a little quick line change. We're going to take a breather. We're in our end. First thing we got to do is try to win this face-off. Second thing, break this puck out.
You really like to see those wingers just going hard at the point.
Yep, hard at the point.
Hard at the point.
All right. Uh-oh. Piper thought about going to her and then, bit on a fake or something there. Suvi's coming up. She's getting it up the right-hand side. Riley coming off of a goal. Fires it on net. All right, Pipe, you're going to have to go to somebody here, bud. All right. They chip it off the wall. All right, here we go. Pipey's going after it. To Suvi. Suvi kind of throws it off the wall. Piper's going to be wide here. Bristol's going with it. Chip it out of the zone. Now we got a 2-on-1 towards Bryn here. Passed it back to 97. Gloved by Gray. All right, so that's 2 shifts that have ended in a similar fashion in a row. Battling on the wall, throwing it back to their D. Their D gets a shot on net, and then it's time to change. Well, there's...
Hey, if we just do that the rest of the game, then Gray can...
Yeah, 1 hoppers from the point. All right. So here's what I'm seeing on the face-off. We got the 2 wingers that are going to be in front of our net who have defensive responsibilities. Those wingers on these D-zone face-offs can't bury themselves behind the defenseman on the hash mark. They need to be front and center so that they can get there. All right, here's Nora. She throws it into the corner. They do the cloquet breakout. They ring it around. Finley holds the line. Ev helps. They chip it past. Coming down here on Finley. Got to get some numbers back. We need a center streaking with some speed. Here we go. Pass. We are kind of getting close to our slot there, though. I don't like that a ton. All right, here we go. Finley gets it, spins it around. We need to work on a little bit of a flow, a little bit of a jump when we transition from being on defense in our end to being on offense in our end and getting that puck. we need to get our feet moving. We can't just be standing there still marking our defensive positions. So here we go. We're up the wall to Mariah. Mariah chips it. It's a good play. Here we go. We need some support. Maybe Ev cutting across there, supporting, helping. All right, they're coming up the wall here. Riley, swing and a miss. Coming in 3-on-3 here. Trailer, watch the trailer. Got 16 just kind of posted out in front of the net. There we go, there we go. Somebody gets 16's stick. Brooklyn fighting for it. Off the wall, okay. Somebody wide, you got somebody wide. Yeah, they're gonna let it go here a little bit. They might feel like they've put enough of an impact in the game here. They're going to try to swallow the whistle for the rest of the period here. 9:30 left in the second period. 3-1 Mirage lead. Suvi with a good back check, but a nice delay move by Matson. Matson with a poke check. Covered by Gray. A lot of hockey left this weekend. Nearing the halfway point of this one. 2 more games to play. We got one this afternoon, one tomorrow. Bryn throws it behind the net. Bristol grabs it, gathers it, chips it into an empty area. Brooklyn chases after it, trying to cover that slot. Doesn't hurt us. All right, Bryn's got it. She's taking it wide. She's going to use her speed. Throws it into the corner. We got somebody out front. Looks like it got chipped out from under the goalie's glove there a little bit. No whistle. Going to be an icing there. That seemed like a real icing. Super One Foods. Low prices, better choices. Owned by the Miner family. Miners Inc. A couple of high school hockey players in the Mirage program. Piper over there on the wall. Got to get to these loose pucks. All right, here we go. Hard shot up high. Almost gloved. Quick whistle that time. Shot.
That puck was in the glove still.
All right, we're moving it to the other dot. Mariah, get hungry. If this goes into the corner, you got to be there, Mariah. This puck goes into there. There we go. To Mariah. All right, fighting in front of the net. Pipey, try to get to that loose one. Look for your D partner here. Look. Okay, there we go. Gets it loose to Lucarelli. That was a good little play. All right, come back through. Come back through. Back checking hard. Get a stick on it now. Get a stick on it. All right, there we go. Finley. They're going to go D to D and open up the rink a little bit. Mariah's going after it. Piper's coming. Gets a stick on stick. Nice stick handling move. The 17 can move, or 17 or 11. 11's got some hands. Get it out of this area. Seems like we're all right positioning here on the defensive side. Piper, get over on this wall and help out maybe. Okay, she's going to chip it to nobody there though. So at that point, when you see Piper come up with it, maybe you got to cut across if you're Mariah, but we don't have it yet. There we go, over to Mariah. She's got speed. Taking it wide. Go to the net, Pipey! And the goalie eats it up, no rebound. All right, turn that defensive stand into an offensive opportunity in transition. 7:31. I think this is our official midway point of the game.
They made it to the beat drop of turned on.
Yeah, right?
Not typical for them to make it that far.
All right, here we go. Giving some chase here to Bryn. She flips it into the corner. All right. Can't lay any bodies out there. Get it deep and forecheck. All right, it's floating through the air. Could be a high stick. Don't know who touched it. Banging through there. Coming through. Bryn's going to pull this thing wide. Got muscled off the puck there by Holmes. Riley takes her over to the wall, slows her down. Bristol's battling. We're just going to get this thing over the line. Do we need a line change? Looks like everybody's gassed. All right, there we go. Good steal by Suvi. Suvi's got somebody wide. Was that Mariah? Oh, it's in there! Way to stick with that rebound by Mariah. She tries to shoot it from behind the net. It ends up in the crease. Suvi buries it. It's 4-1 now. Anybody who was here on October 24th knows that no lead is safe. So we got to keep pouring it on now. This is no time to hit the brakes. This is no time to take a breather. We got to keep playing hard. All right, Lucarelli loses that draw. They're going to go D to D. D to D to center. Mariah's turning it up the rink. Oh, throws it into weak side there. Brooklyn was thinking about it. Take the long way behind the net. Little stick battle here. We got Mariah and Brooklyn with Lucarelli on forward. Finley holding the line here. A chance for a 2-on-2, but we back-checked it. Brooklyn kind of caught in between about three of them there. Wasn't really anywhere for her to go. Definitely going to have to support each other here. The days of sitting there and letting your friend do the work and you're going to sit around and wait for it to pop out to you is over. This is all hands on deck stuff starting now. All right. Tallarico out in front of the net to Brooklyn. Brooklyn back to the point. Sienna to Finley. Lucarelli pushes. 22 on 22 in front of the net there. 5:18 remaining in the second period. 4-1 Mirage lead. What are we looking at for shots in this one? A little closer today. 12-11. You just never know what happens in these games. I mean, they had a couple of really good opportunities early on, and they took a couple of those. All of a sudden, we might be down 1 or 2-0, you know? So, I mean, we're in a good position here. Piper, oh, looks wide side. There we go. There's a good opportunity. That's one to feel good about. Riley with another one. Hey, you got to have your stick on the ice around that net. That's 2 for Riley, where she's had her stick on the ice in the crease area. Piper worked that thing out of the face-off, took a shot, went a little wide, and was able to bang it over to Riley, who buried it. All right, I'll get a little juice flowing out here. 5-1, 5:10 left in the period. Okay. Oh, Pipes with an opportunity there. Tried to interfere. Back to Bryn. Bryn thinking D to D, but finds Piper in the middle. Oh! 97 came out of nowhere there. McDavid. Anybody who's rocking 97's got to be an intimidating player to play against. Piper trying to split the D out here, thinking about it. Going to throw backside. Let's start finding some sticks here. Who's marking 17 in front of the net? Or that's not even 17. It's like 37 something. All right, so we got, this is going out to the point. Get out of there, Pipe! Get out of there, Pipe! Sorry, everybody. Sometimes you know your kid's a wing and they're trying to be a center. I wasn't hollering anything. The coaching staff wasn't hollering. All right, here we go. Bryn up the wall to Pipey. Just get it over that blue line. Nobody to really help right there. Keep battling. We're in this second period where we're a long way from our bench. So it's really hard to get a line change until we kind of get this thing out of here. Bryn knows it, so she's going to ice the puck. Okay, well, hey, you know, when you get into the second period, you go do 20, 30 seconds, and if you feel like you can't go all the way down and play 30 seconds of defense, you got to get off the rink. You know, it's tough in the second period because you can get trapped for a minute down there, and you're in no man's land, starting to get a little bit of lactic acid in your legs. All right, we got a face-off here. Lucarelli behind the net, knocked off the stick. We're able to reverse it. Okay, here we go. Got Sienna. I'd like to see less of our team skating backwards, waiting for passes. Seems like we're doing a whole lot of skating backwards, waiting for stuff. We need to figure out ways to get our feet moving forward and swinging, opening up open space. All right, D to D. D to D to 16 seems to be a play that they like to do here. Everly, nice quick move off the wall to get it to her forehand. Battling, lifting sticks. This could be another icing here. Unless it takes a right-hand turn. Nope. All right, 2:42 remaining. Second period. Don't want to call it a commanding lead. I feel like they've got the tools to get some opportunities, and we've done a pretty good job of stopping them. I don't know, if they do pop one in, we can't let it hurt us. We got to just keep playing. All right, here we go. Is that Mariah? Mariah digging it out, looking backdoor for Suvi. Mariah, not a big frame of a body, but she uses it well. Nice. She's kind of putting her butt into people and getting in front of them and body positioning. I think it was offside. All right. Lining up here, Suvi taking the draw. Brooklyn looking to be right wing. Mariah left wing. Right in there. Go get it. Go get it. Go get it, Mariah. All right. Back to Bryn. Up the wall. Did it touch a stick? Yeah, wave it off. All right, here goes Mariah. Mariah, as aggressive as she is, sometimes she gets into those opportunities there where you got to keep those feet chugging. All right, here we go. Back, coming back at us. Good back check. Back to Bryn. Oh, they get a piece of it. Up to Brooklyn. Turning around. Opportunity. She passes it up to Bryn. Somebody's got to be covering for her. Somebody take a look at the back side here. All right, we got... All right, step up. All right, this is trouble now. Okay, we got to get there. Just get in her way, Brooklyn. Get in her way. I think we might have ended up lucking out a little bit there. I think 13 was at the end of a shift and just kind of threw a little backhand bouncer towards the net. Gray handled it easily. Looked like that could have been a little bit more of a lethal situation. See, this is what we got to talk about. Piper's kind of burying herself here behind. Okay, but now she's getting out there. Yep, that's good. All right, good defensive position by our wingers there. Somehow they still get a stick on it. Okay, Piper's covering that D. Now we got Sienna coming around. She's going to flip. Now cut across, Pipe. Cut across because she's... All right, take her right here. Piper going. Throws it in. All right. Find a soft area where your teammate can win the race. All right, little cluster in front there. Third player high was Riley. She was able to get in the way there in the slot. Sienna, fumbles it just a hair. Piper's still following around 97, taking it real literally there. Coach said you're on 97. She's following her into the neutral zone. All right, here we go. Get a poke check on that thing. There we go. Over to Pipe. Pipe's got somebody in front of her. There we go. Nice pass. There's a good pass. You know, Piper and some of these U10s aren't really coming from a world of making a lot of passes in the U10s. Nice head man of the puck. All right, they're taking it wide now. She's walking it out. Hey, a little bit of body there. Slowed her down. Okay, we got two people pinning her on the wall. Oof. Quick whistle there. It's the second quick whistle that we've had.
I'll get some fans upset.
Well, the whistle ends the play, so I mean, it is what it is.
I think Finley had a stick on it before.
All right. Going into the second period here, 5-1. 5 to 1.5, maybe. Give him a half on that one. I don't know. What do you think?
I don't know.
What do we got for shots?
13-14 in favor of Rogers.
Getting outshot here.
Yep, by one.
But you know what we're doing? We're getting scrappy in front of the net.
Yep.
I like to see us scoring some goals in the blue paint down there, right around the goal crease.
Yep.
Maybe I'm just partial because I don't think I scored any goals in my hockey career outside of the blue.
It's a great place to be dirty. Greasy goals.
Yeah, wasn't any slap shots from top of the circle for me. But yeah, proud of the girls for doing that. I feel like we are skating hard. We're back checking hard. We got a lot of people that are hungry here.
Yep. Still 15 minutes of hockey to play.
15 minutes to go.
See what happens. See if the Proctor Rink manager shuts down any stick and ball work up here in the mezzanine.
Oh, yep. Doing a little stick and ball work on the mezzanine. Oof. All ready for a nap. What time is it in real life right now, Adam?
10:09 on your birthday.
10:09
First time you've seen 10:09
on my birthday.
On your birthday.
14 hours left in this birthday Saturday. Probably spend another 6 at hockey arenas if we run over and watch our 12B team play. I think they start at 10:30, and we were thinking about bouncing over there.
Nice.
I think I got a player interview to do after the game, though. So we'll see.
All I know is that we got a game here, then Kit's got to practice, then Barrow's got to practice, and then we're back for a game, and then I'm running the clock.
Yeah,
It'll be a hockey rink day.
it's a hockey rink kind of day.
Hockey rink day.
All right, win that draw back to Bryn. Everly up the wall, attack that thing. All right. They take a shot just wide left. Uh-oh, Bristol says, I'm going to put a shoulder into you. They've got it behind the net. 10 is standing here in front of the net with her stick free. Bryn's taking it wide. She's going to chip it deep, and she's going to go after it. Going to have to keep doing down and backs in practice because those long skates are going to tire her out. Mariah right there. Oh, trying for it. It was sitting there. All right. Okay. Here we go. Nora's pulling this thing wide left now. We're going to go this way. Everly's there with her. Everly's going to maybe find a void here and maybe get the puck. Little spin around. Nice use of the D. D did. Nope. She's going to throw it down there. Everly couldn't quite reach her. Now they're coming through the neutral zone. Look for the drop pass over there to number 16. She was kind of unattended. Let's get this thing over the blue line. There we go. There we go. All right, a little chipperoo. If it's slow enough, we can get there. Riley Tallarico outraces that thing into the end. She got 2 goals already today. Brooklyn, wide left with the wrister. Suvi battles for it there. All right, they throw it towards the middle of the rink. A chance for Finley to step up. Finley throws it down in the corner. Suvi attacks. Let's help her out. There we go. Coach John looking for F3. Here we go. Boom. Boom. Finley thinking about a slapper. Uh-oh, she tries to toe pull it. That's trouble. This is going to turn into a 2. Nope, a 1-on-2. Okay, well, hey. A little bit of a dive bomb to avoid the getting beat there. Sienna's going to get marked with a 130 power play here. Penalty. Suvi trying to keep that thing towards the wall to Bryn. Bryn, take a slap. Oh, boy. She's able to stop it with her stick. Trouble now. 97 just lurking over here on the left D. Okay, here we go. Bristol. Killing a penalty here. Remember, we're killing a penalty. All right. They got to get onside. They are onside. Suvi goes after her. Takes it away. A nice little scoop steal there from behind, actually. All right, Suvi's causing problems. Bristol steps up and intercepts. Takes a little bit of a gamble. Somebody's going to have to get back on D. Gray stops it, knocks it down, and is able to cover up. I feel like some people are starting to do some touching and grabbing in front of the net there. Little face plant on top of your goaltender.
Little hockey hugs.
Little hockey hugs. All right. Lucarelli pulls it back. Finley trying to get there. It's tapped around her. That means a 3-on-2 in front of our net. Good stop by Gray. She holds her own down there and really, really does a good job of stopping 2 or 3. A girl takes a slap bomb there. Just wide left. Floated her wrist there. It's backdoor. She can't quite get it in there. Let's go lift some sticks, buddies. Let's go lift some sticks. All right, here we go. Boy, we got away from one there. Gray's got her stick leaning up against the net somehow. Is it broken? She just doesn't want it or what? All right, here we go. We're going to throw this thing down into an icing. Oof. Interesting. We might have got away with 3 there.
A lot of puck action. You gotta pick up the body. You can't worry about where the puck is at and trying to get it. You gotta cover a body.
Out to the point, baby! See, we shouldn't have our 2 wingers having to crisscross there. They should set up so that they both have clear shots to their Ds. All right, up the pipey. We're going to try to split them here. Give her some problems. Give her some problems. Yeah, cross-check that girl a little bit. Here we go. Get in there with her pipe. Go, pipey! Get in there! All right, we're going to spin this thing around. We're going to let Riley pinch. Piper spins around, fires it wide left. Riley's going to have to get in there and help too. All right, here we go. Looks wide. Here we go. Back to Sienna. All right, that's your pipe. Come to the puck. Come to the puck. All right, banging it back in there. Off a skate. We're going for a line change here. Talarico's changing. They're changing. Mariah and Pipey. We got Lucarelli wide. Going her way now. Lucarelli's going to get that thing, throw it back to Sienna. Sienna throws it towards the net. It falls in front of her. Piper getting to the end of a shift here. 9:52 left. Calling for Piper to get a line change. Brooklyn going out. Brooklyn going out. Lucarelli and Mariah. Bristol and Bryn. Bristol wearing 18. Bryn gets her shot blocked, goes over to the wall. Good use of the point. D to D. Get somebody in front. Some traffic in front. Not off to the side. Traffic in front. Right there. Can't give it the old ole and let the goalie see. You got to get right in the goalie's eyes there. I don't think that got out of the end yet. All right, here we go. Back to Bristol. Chips it up the wall to Lucarelli, looking wide. Brooklyn. She corrals it. Throws it off a skate, gets it back. Okay, just keep digging, keep digging, keep digging. We're in a little digging zone here. All right, nice bounce. Bristol with a good shot on net. Haven't worked a whole lot on positioning or anything yet. Real early in the season, so we're still getting to know each other out here. Brooklyn with a great separation. Separates that player from the puck. Over to Suvi, who's able to get towards the net with a little bit of an opportunity there. Take an opportunity to have a sip of cherry Coke here. Suvi into the corner. Tallarico with her. She's got some speed coming up the wall here. She's going to go to the middle to Matson. Somehow she gets through with nobody getting a piece of that puck. Throws it wide. Finley in there battling. Finley just kind of like maybe manhandle somebody a little bit there. Okay, Finley looking for it. Caught in her skates. Ev gets it. She's going to take it behind the net. Maybe hit the brakes. Nope. She's going to cloquet break out that thing right to the wing. I believe that's her wing. Finley gets it knocked off of her stick. All right, we're going to live to fight another day. Fast feet, fast feet! All right. 5-1, 7:46 remaining here. All right. Now Piper could be supporting her over there. Somebody's got to be over there helping her out because she's just in no man's land over on that wall. Get it, Pipey. Get it, Pipey. Pipey's going after it. She tied her up a little bit. All right, now Lucarelli's got it. Piper's looking to be a high guy. Mariah comes in to help. Stay on the defensive side here. Okay, back to Bryn. Now we got to get... Uh-oh. This is good. Get her stick, Pipey! All right, where is it? Where is it? All right, poke back here to Bryn. Bryn's going to look. We got to be streaking. We got to have some speed in the neutral zone, and nobody's moving their feet in the neutral zone. We got to be streaking with speed there. Piper battles a little bit inside of the blue line. They get it wide. Deep and change. Coach is saying deep and change. Piper kind of holds it up over there, and a little bit of a snowbank next to the wall. All right, that's a good attack. Get in there with her. All right, line change. Subi going on her own here. 1-on-5, throws it out front. Centers it to a sea of blue. Uh-oh, I think we picked up one here. Finley with a little Tripperooski. Well, 25% of the game that remains is going to be a power play for Rogers. 6 minutes left. 1.5 minutes power play coming up.
That's birthday math right there.
Hey, I'm an analytics guy. All right, back to the point. They did get a little piece of that too. Okay, here we go. Good stop by Gray. Get it over that blue line. All right, now they got to regroup. Everybody's got to get out and come back in. Let's see here. All right, we got it. Slapper. Oh, deflection. 16 takes a slapper. It goes off a Bryn's stick or skate or something. Deflected high and into the net. Yeah, I mean, you can't really point a finger there. You're out there, you're blocking a shot. Get a piece of it. Gray judging a different trajectory, and the puck ends up flying up over the shoulder. 5.5 remaining. 5-2 Mirage lead. We're going to move it to the outside. Lucarelli marching down the left side. Looking in front. Oof, we almost got a little tip drill of our own there. Into the corner. Now we got to get those legs chugging again. All right, there we go. Throwing it in. Brooklyn battling, looking out front. On to Mariah's stick. Oh, Mariah says, I'm going to get it over here to Bristol. Let her take a rip through traffic. Brooklyn behind gets... You know what? Being F2 and helping your buddy takes a lot of work. It takes a lot of work to be going from corner to corner, helping each other out. And it's what you got to do to be successful. I mean, you got to be... nobody can go into the corner against a D and a center and come out with the puck. There's got to be an F2 in there helping at all times. I mean, maybe you play a little looser when you're up 5-2, but... All right. Piper out there with Suv. Piper gets it. She's going to take it up the rink. Look wide. No unnecessary stick handling. She gets it towards the net. Now Piper becomes the F3. She's going to have to be up here, up top. Got a D to D. All right, now he dropped down there. We're going to have to get there. All right. Finley bangs it in deep. We got some numbers high. We do have numbers high. Suvi, I think we're kind of playing a little bit of a 1-2-2-ish kind of thing here. We got 1-4 checker and then a couple of high. Piper wants to get a piece of it. She chases after it. 32's got some wheels. She's coming in here. Got to get a stick or something. She peels out. Nice escape move. This is an A player here. All right, let's see if we can get this out. See if we get it off the wall. It's a good off-the-wall play by Riley. I don't know if it quite got out of the zone. I think it did. Nope, maybe it did. Back into our corner. Finley regroups. She's going to spin, do a little reverse up the wall here to... You know what? I think Talarico does a really good job of using the wall to get around the attacker, but there's no support coming through to come pick up that puck after she taps it. It's something that we can work on our breakouts is if you tap it around that first person, having somebody come through and pick that thing up. A little streaker. A streaker fixes a lot of problems.
When you're talking football games.
Assemblies at school. Need a streaker.
Quad.
Yeah. The quad. Yeah. Sometimes you go alone. All right. Wins it back here. Open shot there. That's going to be our winger there. I think it was Ev, but maybe he needed to get out to that point a little quicker. Here we go. They're attacking our end. Got good sticks on the puck. Tell you what, Bristol's a good defender. She's got a real strong stick, so she does a lot of poke checking, a lot of stick work. Everly down there misses. We got a couple people swinging and missing. We got a 3-on-2 developing, and one more swinging and miss. See, there's Bristol with that strong stick. She kind of bails out her teammates that ended up swinging and missing earlier in the play. They're coming in wide. These guys are still thinking we get one, we got 2 minutes to get 2 more. That's what they're thinking. We got 2 minutes and 15 seconds left in the game here. We're throwing it down the rink. It's okay. All right. 2:09. Trying to avenge last night's loss. Rogers out shooting us 21-16, so they might be feeling a little bit like we did last night, looking at the scoreboard, trying to figure out what went wrong. Finley battling along the wall. Pops out. Okay, Brooklyn's got it. Nice wide pass to Tallarico. Use your wheels, protect the puck. Paddle down, save. Nice pass by Brooklyn. Good foot race there by Tallarico. It's tough out here. A lot of good skaters. A lot of people can catch ya. Oh boy, Sienna with a slapper. She didn't get 100% of it. All right. I feel like we're going to get an intense minute and a half here. I feel like the Royals have some unfinished business here. They want to try to tuck 1 or 2 more if they can. We're going to fight this thing out to Tallarico. Bristol kind of runs into her a little bit there in neutral. They're doing a defensive line change. We got a little shoulder bomb there, Brooklyn. Learned that one last year on the Squirt A team. All right, back to Sienna. She's going to turn this up the wall. Chips it into neutral. Go, Pipey! Pipey, protect the puck. Protect the puck. Oh, nice try. Here's a rebound. Help her. Help her. Hey, I'm proud of that play. Good hard shot. All right, now we're fighting through this thing. 35 seconds remain. Sometimes in that neutral zone, I feel like we get puck staring a little bit and waiting for somebody else to jump. All right, there we go. Chipping into the zone. 15 seconds left. Let's finish hard. They chip it up the wall. Chip it up the wall. Lucarelli throws it into some skates. They throw it up to Bryn. Into the neutral. 3 seconds. 2, 1. It's good.
Got a win and a loss on the books.
Win and a loss. 1-1 for the season.
1-1.
5-2. Didn't feel like a 5-2 game.
Nope, not at all. Good battle.
You know, got helped out a little bit with a 5-on-3 opportunity that we were able to score on.
Yeah.
Last night, the penalty went in the other direction.
Some good hard shots though today. Some
good hard shots.
Fighting in the paint. Those are 2 things that were clearly missing yesterday. So
yeah, we made it work in the dirty areas today.
yep.
And
Those aren't always going to present themselves though either. So just keep fighting, keep digging.
when they were coming at us on like 2-on-2 situations, they weren't beating us.
Yep.
You know, we had a couple, letdowns last night where maybe we were getting beat on some 2-on-2s. Somebody was taking it wide. Today, I think, Bristol with her stick stopped a couple that could have turned into some pretty ugly situations.
Yep, for sure.
And we were able to capitalize on some nice opportunities. You don't want to listen to us any longer than you have to. We're going to wrap it up. We'll see you this afternoon.
All right.